Hi, this is Cyr. Welcome to another video of financial education. In this video, I will guarantee you every Illinois student a $2,000 scholarship. That's right, guaranteed $2,000 scholarship for every Illinois college student. Stay tuned. In today's video, we're going to talk about college funding. So many people ask me, how do you best fund a college education? There are a lot of ways to fund a college education, and frankly, there is not a fix-it for every single person. Everybody's situation is different, but what I'm going to share with you today is what we have found over the last 20 years works for about 99% of our clients. So the secret to education funding, in my personal opinion, for most people, is to fund something called a UTMA first. Fund a UTMA, then after that account is funded to a certain level, fund a college 529 program. There are several reasons why we believe this. So here's the first and most important thing about college funding. When your child or your grandchild is 2, 3, or 4 years old, you have no idea if they're actually even going to go to college. 529 accounts are a great way to save for college. However, they have to be used for college. When you have a 3-year-old son or a 2-year-old granddaughter, you have no idea if their future has college in it, which is why we recommend a UTMA. A UTMA account is controlled by you, but it benefits the child. If the child goes to college, you can use the funds from the UTMA to go to college. If they choose not to go to college, you can use the funds in a UTMA to buy a first car, to put a down payment on a house. The flexibility is what we care about. That is one advantage of a UTMA. Let me tell you the second thing about a UTMA that people don't really understand. 529 accounts are usually known as a great way to save money for college because they are tax deferred and generally, if used for college, are never taxed. UTMA accounts, on the other hand, are taxable. However, the big secret is when you open up a UTMA account for your 2-year-old daughter, her tax bracket is what? Her tax bracket is 0. So even though you have a UTMA account, which could be taxable, up to $2,000 of income can be earned in that UTMA account, and actually she's paying no taxes. So let's summarize so far. UTMA can be used for college or anything. 529, college only. UTMA is basically tax-free because the kid is in the 0% tax bracket. 529 is also tax deferred. So if UTMAs are so great, why would we even consider using a 529? Well, there's 2 great tax advantages to using a 529. States will give you up to a 5% credit to fund a college education using a 529. Secondly, students with UTMAs at the time of filling out a FAFSA file can have a great disadvantage when receiving federal aid. So what is the strategy? Here's what we usually recommend to the majority of our clients. First and foremost, fill up a UTMA account slowly over the first 15 years of a student's life. Up to $20,000, a student will never be taxed on that UTMA. However, at the 15th birthday of that student, you have to start making a decision. Will that student go to college? If you believe that that student probably will go to college or has a good chance of going to college, you will start moving the UTMA money out of the UTMA into a 529. Now, if you have a student that has $20,000 in their UTMA and they're only 9 years old, don't put money into a 529 until they are 15 years old. So from the ages of 9 to 15, put that money into a savings account or put that money into an investment account. But you always want to give yourself the flexibility of having an option whether or not you want to go to college. So again, from age 0 to 15, fill up the UTMA. Then start moving that money from the UTMA into the 529. By the time that student is 18 years old, that UTMA should have nothing left inside of it. And you've transferred all of the money into the 529. Now you can use that 529 money to A, get a good as possible federal grant from the FAFSA form, and get a 5% credit on your taxes for funding education to the college. Now, $2,000 guaranteed for every Illinois student. In this state, we can put $10,000 a year into an Illinois Bright Start 529. $10,000 a year times 4 years, that's $40,000. That's an automatic $2,000 discount on your college tuition. So again, every person's situation is different. You have to please consult with the financial advisor, but in general, you want to use a UTMA first before you ever consider using a 529. Fill it up to the age of 15, make a decision about college. Once you make that decision about college, if it's a yes, we're going to college, move that money into the 529 and get a 5% guaranteed savings on every dollar spent on college. I'm Cyr, and thank you for watching.